Gunman killed, 2 students wounded in Maryland high school shooting. Yeah, he was stopped with a guy with a gun. Probably why we're not hearing a lot about that part, isn't it? Austin Walt Robinson, might be mispronouncing, 17, whipped out a handgun inside Great Mills High School just before 8 a.m, shooting a 16-year-old girl with whom he possibly had a relationship, cops said. A 14-year-old boy was also shot, officers said, and this is in stable condition. Belaying Gaskill, the resource officer, rushed to the hallway where Rollins was, and the two fired a single shot at each other. The officer wasn't hurt, but his bullet struck Rollins. Rollins was rushed to a nearby hospital where he died about 10:40 a.m, according to St. Mary's Collins Sheriff Timothy Cameron. The girl, whose identity wasn't released, is in critical condition with life-threatening injuries, officials say. Investigators are trying to determine if the past relationship was a motive behind the shooting, Cameron said. First aid was almost immediately applied and CPR performed on one victim. The shooting rattled Great Mills, a town of about 6,000 and located 60 miles south of Washington, D.C., as officials described it as their worst nightmare and worst fear. It's tragic, Governor Larry Hodson said Tuesday afternoon at a news conference. Our hearts are broken. He slammed the state lawmakers for not passing tougher penalties for violent offenders and allocating money to school safety officers. We have to take action, the Republican said. I wish we could tell you that it's not going to happen again. But Hogan praised the deputy's initial response, saying he followed protocol and stopped the mayhem. Yeah, can someone give this RTO or schools resource officer a medal or something? It sure sounds like this is the exact way that it should have been handled, Hogan said of Gaskill. This is a tough guy who apparently closed in very quickly and took the right kind of action. The Sheriff's Department has certified resource officers assigned to all 3 St. Mary's counties high school, according to its website, and maintain a safe learning environment. Students poured out of the school or fled in classrooms as the shots rang out. Student Terrace Rhymes was outside his first period art class when he heard a few friends heard a loud shot and fled to safety. As soon as we heard it, we started running, he told MSNBC. The 18-year-old senior saw a girl with a blonde ponytail fall to the floor as stunned students and facility tried to figure out what was happening. We saw the teachers looking at us with confused looks, Rhymes told MSNBC. After the second shot, Rhymes said, he was hurrying to get the other students in his class and we just took out the main door. The facility, nearly 1,600 students were evacuated to Leonard High School, about 10 miles west, to reunite with families, St. Mary's County officers said. One unidentified mother refused to budge, however, raging against the school for letting the gunman in. I don't care about being in the rain, she told ABC affiliate WJLA. I want my son out of there. Roughly half the school students were reunited with families by 1 p.m, according to St. Mary's Council's school superintendent James Smith. The educator also asked for vigilance as more shootings blight the county's schools. I ask you to all stay informed, Smith said. If you don't think this isn't happening in your school, you're sadly mistaken. The shooting comes just months after 17 students were fatally shot at Majority Stone Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. And it broke out just 4 days before some of those students planned a demonstration in Washington, D.C. against gun violence. Yeah, a bad timing, I think. Because this actually proves what Trump has been saying about putting guns in schools with teachers. It does actually help. Some students at Great Mills School plan to attend the rally in the nearby Capitol. It would be interesting to see if they do that still. Since the Parkland school shooting, there have been 9 firearm incidents, here we go, leading to death or injury have occurred at US schools, according to Everytown for Gun Safety, not counting Tuesday's incident. Yeah, and I'm guessing that half of these incidents or death that they're talking about, or injuries, have been like accidents, like people accidentally firing off a gun when they're at like practice range and stuff. So I don't take any I don't give that any credit or stock. But yeah, basically, guys, at the end of the day, here's another article for you. Good guy with gun opened fired on empty high school shooter, ended threat. So just quickly, WTOP reports the school shooting began with a single shot fired at a girl in the hallway and the start of the school day at Grand Mill High School. It's unclear how many more shots were fired as students and staffers alerted the resource officer. The officer then moved to engage the shooter, ending the threat. So, yeah, he did a good job. And I think he should probably get a medal or something. He saved a lot of people's lives, I think. God, imagine if he decided to turn the gun on everybody. Who knows how many more people could have died. But guys, yeah, at the end of the day, look, obviously if there's any more updates on this, we will let you know. The takeaway from this basically is that seems like the girl was having a relationship with the guy. That seems to be the going theory at the moment. Presumably, I don't know, I guess he broke up with her, she broke up with him or something, I don't know. That would only be an estimate though, I guess. But yeah, at the end of the day, he's obviously then walked in, started shooting at her, and then started shooting at other people. Some other kid was injured. Resource officer has came in, shot, taken out the threat, and basically saved God knows how many lives. But yeah, guys, look, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think the resource officer did a good job? Do you think he was overzealous? Believe it or not, some people are saying that on Twitter. I don't understand it, but it's their view. But yeah, at the end of the day, does this change your mind on resource officers and that carrying guns in schools? Do you think Trump's idea of having licensed firearm teachers and stuff is more feasible now? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.